So I have a couple recommendations for some of the best picture books I think that have come out this year. The first one I must say is it's absolutely gorgeous. It is If You Come to Earth by Sophie Blackle. You may remember her because she wrote and illustrated the picture book Hello Lighthouse, which won, I believe, the Caldecott last year. And this one is as gorgeous as that one. This one is a nice letter to anyone who comes to Earth, maybe one day from outer space. And it is about all the things that will happen in Earth, all the things that we have, all the beautiful places to see, all the beautiful people to meet, how we think, how we look, how we are. It is just absolutely gorgeous. You cannot see this book and think any other way. It talks about how diverse we are, how much there is to see if you ever come to Earth, and about how friendly we are, how we will receive you, we will welcome you to Earth, and how you will stay with us, or specifically in these lovely kids, in the lovely Queen's room once you come to Earth and visit her. Another one, it is the second part. So one of my favorite books is by Jessica Love. Julián is a mermaid. I love this one. I love the illustrations. It came out, I believe, like a year ago. And lovely Julián one day sees the mermaids and he cannot stop thinking about them. He wants to be a mermaid, and with some help from Abuela, he actually does meet his dream of becoming a beautiful mermaid and going to a parade with them. And now Jessica Love has come back with another absolutely gorgeous story about Julián. And this one is Julián at the Wedding. It is about going to a beautiful place where there's people. There is an occasion just full of love, meeting new friends, having fun. It's absolutely gorgeous. The illustrations are beautiful. It's one of my favorite picture books this year, and I think the imagination that Jessica Love puts in her illustrations is absolutely gorgeous. And one of my favorite books last year was We Do Not Eat Our Classmates by Ryan T. Higgins, and he has come back with another Penelope Rex story, and that is We Will Rock Our Classmates. Penelope Rex has come back, and no, she does not eat her classmates anymore, but she wants to be a rock star. She feels that she's not fitting in with everyone else in her life. She is a T-Rex, and sometimes she's just seen as a T-Rex and nothing else. But Penelope Rex, more than anything, loves music. She loves rock and roll, and she loves to play the guitar and sing. And one day she has a talent show. She has to pass Walter the Fish. You may remember who that is. But she has to sign up for the school talent show, and then she gets very nervous. She is not sure that she can do it. She doesn't think that she can be more than a T-Rex. But after all, Penelope Rex has to overcome her fears and be the best rock star that she can be. Right, those are some of my favorite picture books. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Hi all, I'm Catherine and I work at Books Inc. Laurel Village. I'm one of the youth lit specialists there. I have a couple of recommendations for you today. We're going to do picture books, so typically anywhere from 4 to 7 in that category. First one up, Erik by Sean Tan. I just simply love it. Erik is a little foreign exchange student at a kid's house, and his ways are not the same as the young boys, but they sort of learn to find a rhythm with him. And in the end, I won't ruin it, but he leaves something absolutely beautiful behind for them to remember him by. It is gorgeous. It's just a little slip of beauty in a world where we can all use a little beauty right about now. Next up is The Barnabus Project by the Fan Brothers. It's their latest effort. It is gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, lush illustrations. Barnabas is part of what they call the failed experiment, but they slowly realize through exploration and finding other friends that he's not a failure, he's just different, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So those are two of my favorite for picture books. Again, typically 4 to 8, 4 to 7, 4 to 8, somewhere in there. They're just a little bit higher concept than some of the other ones, but they're lovely and would be a lovely addition on your shelves this holiday season. Thank you guys for listening.
Hi, I have some of my very favorite emerging reader books to share with you. So these are kids that are just getting their feet underneath them with their reading skills and up into, second, even third grade. One, I want to make sure that you know about the Charlie and Mouse series. There are 4 books now. So this was the first one. Book 3, Charlie and Mouse Even Better. And now book 4, Charlie and Mouse Outdoors. These are 2 brothers. They live in, it's never stated, but they live in Hawaii. And I sort of think of this as the 21st century Frog and Toad. There are short chapters within each book and very short sentences within each book. What I love mostly is the relationship between not only the 2 brothers, but their family members as well. So the most recent book, the family gets together and they're taking a road trip to go on a camping trip. And adventure ensues. Next, a new series from one of my favorite authors, Jonathan Auxier. I know him for his middle grade novels, Sweep, The Night Gardener, and he's just started the Fabled Stables. This one is Willa the Wisp. It's book 1. Hopefully we'll have more next year. And it is beautifully illustrated throughout. The story is a little bit longer than Charlie and Mouse. The sentence is a bit more sophisticated. And it is a stable where this boy stumbles upon different mythological creatures. So this one is Willa the Wisp is the first. Next, I wanted to make sure that everyone knew about these chapter books, biographies, by the team that did Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls. So right now, this is Dr. Wangari Maathai. They also have Ada Lovelace, Madam C.J. Walker, Junko Tabe, and what I love about them is they are still illustrated. They're obviously engaging about the kind of life and childhood for each of these characters, and additionally, they all come with some extra activities and questions in the back so you can further engage your readers about these amazing women and what they've done with their lives. And finally, and certainly not least, my favorite family read aloud for 2020. Each year I try and pick a new one that I think is wonderful for kids of various ages and that can work from a family standpoint. And so my pick this year is Skunk and Badger by the dream team of Amy Timberlake and John Klassen. You might know him from his picture books. So this is a story about a skunk and a badger. Badger lives in his great aunt's brownstone and he is a fan of rocks. His life is very settled. He does the same thing every day. It's regimented. One day there's a knock on the door and Skunk is there. Skunk has been told by Great Aunt that he can move in with Badger, and they have some difficulties. So it's a little bit of an odd couple, but it's also about learning about yourself and what makes really the most important things in your day and how that can change. And there are chickens, lots of chickens. And also, if we have lots of stock still left, but if you come in and get your book, you can also get a lovely print to go right along with it. I'm just a huge fan of this book. There will be more in this series. Just to give you a sense, it's a pretty complex text. So for your older emerging readers, they can also read it on their own. And then there are pictures throughout as well. Please pick it up. It's one of my favorites of the year. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Paul with Books Inc., and I'm just going to talk very quickly about 2 holiday books. The first one is 10 Minutes to Bed, Little Unicorn Christmas, and this is a beautiful picture book that has some really awesome rhyming as Twinkle the Unicorn encounters Santa 10 minutes before bedtime, and the story kind of counts down from 10 minutes to 0 as Twinkle the Unicorn goes on an adventure with Santa. So this is a really fun book, and I think the rhyme is super cute. And the last one I'll mention, Pete the Cat's Cozy Christmas. This is a really early reader board book, and it is a touch and feel. So you can feel the texture of Pete's Christmas sweatshirt. You can see the sparkly lights on the tree. And look, Mama Cat is lifting him up to help put some ornaments on. And you're also going to have the texture of Santa's beard as well when Pete the Cat comes down on Christmas Eve. So those are 2 fun Christmas books. We also have a lot of great Hanukkah books, and I'll make sure to include some links to those as well. Happy holidays.